Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good morning. I'm Marcos, and I'm here to be the host for one more English immersion at Talk and Talk. I'm here with Daphne and Ricardo, and our immersion today will be about lifestyle. Its title is This Life and That Life. Before we start, let me make a quick introduction about Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is not an English school. Talk and Talk is a platform, is a community where we can practice English speaking, and not, in fact, not only English, but we can practice Spanish, Italian, French, German, and Mandarin speaking too. We believe that using this methodology, these immersions, one can go from scratch to a completely fluency in less than 12 months. Considering that Talk and Talk is not a school, I am not a teacher. In fact, I'm a student, as Daphne and Ricardo also. So I'm not here to teach anyone nothing. I'm here to practice and to learn with them. Let me make a quick introduction about me. I am 48 years old. I live in São Paulo. I was born and raised here. I'm married. I'm a father of two teenager daughters. They are twins. I work in the technology field as a project manager. Actually, I'm working for remotely from Brazil to a company in the United States. Talk and Talk has helped me to get the confidence to uh, talk in English every day. So in my free time, I love to spend time with my family, hiking, riding bikes, watching movies, and cooking too. Daphne, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I'm married. I live in Scotland. I work at warehouse at in logistic area. I'm here because the English is very important and open the door of the opportunities. And I think the best way to learn English is through the practicing, and this is the place perfect for it. And you, Ricardo?
Well, I believe that is, let me see. Sometimes I just tell the same things. Uh, I believe that I'm a person that love watching movies, hang out with my friends, and I live at São Vicente, for the city of Brazil. Uh, that's it, guys.
Okay, thank you. So let's start. Daphne, how has your lifestyle changed in the last 5 or 10 years?
Wow.
Mhm.
My lifestyle has changed a lot because we change every year, every day. But in the sense lifestyle, I I avoid to eat a lot of sugar, soda. I try to eat salads, protein, healthy food. I try to move every day, don't stay stopped. Um, and yeah, I think my lifestyle is more quiet than 5 or 10 years ago because when you move it from when you left um, from Brazil, your life changed a lot because the work here is different from Brazil because you don't need to work a lot. You just work to survival. And and this provided me the lifestyle quiet.
Great, great. And you, Ricardo?
I believe that the last 5 years, 10 years maybe, is changed because when I around 2014, I changed my career because I work in in the same place for almost 7 years. I'm graduated older. No? I'm graduated with around 40 years old, and after that, I got another opportunity. I work in different place, different uh, job, and the essentially change a lot, no? Because I used to work more operational. Uh, in the nowadays, I work in a different area, more administration area or technical administration. Sometimes I do I believe that's uh, more similar to the another job when I have to fix some product or system, but essentially change a lot.
Great,
And
thank you.
and more recently, when I became uh, almost exclusive work remotely, changed more because I used to take around 5 hours and a half between my house and my job, the path. And nowadays, I receive this kind of time. I don't know.
Great, thank you. Well, for me, the lifestyle started changing 13 years, a bit more, almost 14 years ago, when my wife got pregnant. And it's different when you have kids at home, when you see you as part of a large family. So that was when our lifestyle changed. We were not just two adults, we were parenting two kids, and especially when they were younger, they required full attention. So things turned around then. But 5 years ago, when I see myself in the pandemic, that was the second largest change in my lifestyle. At that moment, I was a person who had no, uh, uh, who don't practice, were not used to go to the gym, to have physical activities. I was very sedentary, don't pay much attention on my diet, and 3 months close at home, I gained too much weight and see myself tired on up and down the stairs at home. So I realized that I needed to change something, and then I started thinking about a different habits, including pay more attention to my diets, practicing some exercises, and actually, uh, I'm a person who cares about the diet, who goes to the gym 5 times a week, to weight lifts, who runs, who more walk than run. In fact, I don't like much to run. Ride bike, so I changed this, and I think that this was a very positive changing because it has been a positive impact on the way my daughters and my family see the physical activity too. This this actually the adolescents, the teenagers have much technology on their hands. They don't need to go to the street to see their friends. They don't need to get together to play games. Everything is online, and that is terrible for their health. So I think that I played a very important influence on their life, showing them that practicing exercise is good, gives us benefits, and then actually they started going to the gym too, and that is the reason why I had to cancel my Valentine's plans today because they told me, "Oh, Daddy, Thursdays nights are the days we go to the gym, and if you go out to dinner with Mama, we will miss the gym." Okay, so I will change the plans with Mama, and then you go to the gym because I don't want it to be the one responsible for you to lose your focus on your health, on your physical activities.
Wow. Um, did you have the twins?
Twins, they are twins.
Wow. How was your reaction when you knew about it? Coming two children in the same time.
Uh, I felt very happy.
Very
In
happy.
fact, I don't. We were we were dreaming for that moment for some years.
Mm-hmm.
And so when the doctor said, "Okay, Daddy, you can see a little tiny heart pumping here. You are happy." Oh, yes, I'm truly happy. Now, take a look because there are a second tiny heart pumping here too. And okay, I will not fall down. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask, "Oh, it was too difficult." Yes, the first years is hard. You have two babes, waking up in the middle of the night. They need attention, but when they started, I don't know the English word for engatinhar, but when they were getting older, they had some abilities to move. They were having, they were creating their first skills to socialize. They had a best friend with them, and it's anyway. So from the first year ahead, it was easier for us. Then we could see that some friends who had a only child, because when I don't know if it's your case, Ricardo, but with some friends when they have just one child, this kid needs attention, and
Mm-hmm.
they only have adults to give them attention. So mom and dad are always need always to be close to the kid. In our case, they had another baby to be with them. So we
Yeah.
take care about safety, but they could interact between themselves. So they could joke together. So it was easy for us.
Yeah.
So it's very different. And one thing I used to say, people used to say, "Oh man, two schools to pay." Yes, if you have kids in different time, you will have two schools to pay. But I can get discounts because they are twins, and I will stop paying their school at the same moment. So
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
anyway, Ricardo, I'm not sure. I know you have kids, but I'm not sure if you have an only child or more.
Yeah, my daughter is 15 years old, so it's a different perspective, né? But there is a quotation in Brazil, né? Used to say, filho criado, prova dobrado, né? Or this kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't complain regarding my daughter because she's a good daughter. She is responsible, uh, used to have good results on the school. So he's not an angel, certainly. There are some problems like organization, wake up early, this kind of thing, but I can't complain because she don't doesn't I don't know, give problems. Essentially, it's a good child, good wife, good children, or good daughter. I don't know.
The children affect the couples in the marriage.
Certain level, yeah. Certain
Yeah.
level. Not not exactly my daughter because as I told you, is a good person. But yeah, normally is, for example, my daughter as a only human being have necessities, fears or another stuff. So it's not essentially it's impossible, né? Like the book The Little Prince, né? There is a phrase, né? It's sometimes hard to say in English, né? Tu te tornas eternamente responsável por aquilo que te cativas, né? It's not exactly a real, it's not a law, but it's a sensation. So is when you look at your person that you love, and this person, I used to say, it's harder to become happy because it's not when you are a child or young, is more regarding you. What's mean? You needed to become happy, just you. But when you became an adult to have a family or persons that you love, it's not is exactly just you. It's necessary you and the person around of you. So its case is more complicated.
Yeah.
So it's necessary you grow up and understand that there are different lives. So the life from you is have a perspective, and the people around of you is another perspective. It's not exactly your problem. You could help, but have limits. So choices in the other stuff.
Yeah. It's a gift from God.
Yes, it
It could
is.
be.
It changes the relationship, in fact, because once you have a baby, it's not more just the couple anymore. Guys, I need to answer a phone from my wife. She don't used to call me in this moment. Maybe it's something urgent. I come back in moments.
Yeah. Okay, Ricardo. I'm gonna reading the next question. Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 2. What's something you used to be passionate about but aren't anymore? So I use it to play handball at school, and now I didn't practicing anymore because I don't have friends to practicing this sport, and I don't have place to do it, even time. But I would like to practicing more sports with my more friends, and I think my feet has changed because I use it to to cooking more. I had more time 5 or 3 years ago, and now I just eat healthy things. I avoid carbohydrates, sugars. Yeah. And you, Ricardo?
I don't know. I believe that is, let me see, that thing that I love and not anymore. I don't know. I believe that I have the same passions. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I could say I don't know. Right now, I can't remember that thing that's I love in the past and not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Marcos?
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not exactly that I'm not passionate, actually, but 15 years ago, I was someone very interested in the wine culture. I used to taste wine with frequently. I used to read, to study about the story over wines. I used to know about, to learn about wine regions and all this culture. And actually, that is something that I still enjoy, drink some wines, enjoy uh, having some time with friends who also enjoy wine, but I don't have more that focus or that passion on everything around wine. It's just something. Actually, it's almost like water. Okay, I drink water. I need to drink water. It's important to drink water, but I will not study about the history or the culture or the characteristics of water. So wine turned the same thing for me, with the difference that I don't drink wine as much as I drink water, because if I did this, my finance probably would go badly, and also my health too. That's it. Ricardo, can you choose read and answer the next one?
Sure. Uh, what's better, stability or inventory? Why? Ah, actually, number 3, né? What's a lifestyle you admire but don't have? Uh, well, I believe that if you, uh, I love stability because it's necessary in certain aspects. For example, I could live like a company owner, this kind of thing, or need to kill a lion every day. And that's nice. You could uh, receive more money in certain aspects. On the other hand, is uh, sometimes is hard. For example, if you don't uh, get some results, is hard to pay your bills or something like that. I believe that essentially doesn't matter if you can receive uh, a certain portion of money, you could pay your bills or other stuffs. For example, if you I don't know, if you are hired for a company and you don't receive enough money for pay your bills. So I believe that's the balance is more associated to the condition, not a specific thing, for example, hired or company honored. So I believe that is if you can have some kind of thing in your life, for example, you could have time to uh, become with your family, or for example, do exercises, this kind of thing. You have a balanced life where you could pay your bills, you could have time to have fun, this kind of thing. Doesn't matter if you this kind of profile. So I believe that I have a lot of adventures in my life, but I don't have enough money to pay my bills and things. So I believe that's balanced life is not exactly a bad thing because for some people associate balanced life with, for example, a boring life. It's not exactly. So that's it, guys.
And you, Daphne?
I admire who have a skincare routine to know how to use all the products like blocker sun, ácido hialurônico, vitamina D, invest in their beauty and yeah, look beautiful every day. And this is not my reality because I'm not patient to do it every day. But I know it's worth. And you, Marcos?
I'm thinking about it. A lifestyle that I admire. It's not exactly a lifestyle that I admire, but that is one uh, that I'm curious about is to be the front singer of a large and important rock band or something like that. I'm curious about that kind of lifestyle, about the exposure. You need to expose your image a lot, and I'm curious about how these people can deal with the anxiety, the pressure, how they can balance time with family, time for them to do what they love to do, they wanted to do. Uh, so that is a kind of a lifestyle that makes me curious about, but that is not one that I wish I could have. I don't. I'm a very backstage person. I don't like too much exposure. But yes, that is something that I admire people who can live in this way. Question number 4. What's better, stability or adventure, and why, Ricardo?
Yeah, I answered this question, but yeah,
Oh,
I
sorry.
see. No problem. No,
Oh,
I answered this question in number three, but essentially, for example, I used to pay attention in certain aspects now. Oh, I love adventure life. Okay, it's not a problem. I receive enough money. I have quality life. Uh, I have a good quality life in so because I have time, I have time to fun, I have time to uh, all different aspects in our life. That's okay. In the same perspective, when you talk regarding stability, oh, it's possible have a inventory in the stability. Yeah, I believe that because, for example, I have a inventory, but I receive enough money. I have time, so I believe it's not exactly the opposite, stability and inventory, because when I think regarding stability, I think at the same time the people have enough quality. So that's it.
And for you, Daphne?
Yes, I agree with Ricardo. I think it's important to find the balance, but I prefer the stability because it makes me less anxious. I
Sure.
feel that I have the control in my hands. But in my vacations, I seek for adventure because I like to get out of the standard and to feel energy and I don't know how to say adrenaline. I like to feel adrenaline sometimes, but in my vacations because I prefer to have more stability. And you,
Do,
Mark?
do you like going to parks and walk on roller coasters?
Yes, I like to do cruise on
Cruise.
the ocean.
Nice. Yes, I agree with you. A mix of stability and adventure are it's better. If you have too much stability, you probably will not move on. And I think that we need to grow in our lives in every aspect. But on the other hand, I I don't know if in fact, I know that I'm not prepared to a life without stability, with only adventures. I see this like the one who don't know if you will have what you will have to eat at lunch or even at dinner. So it's not the kind of life that gives me uh, that makes me comfortable. As you said, Daphne, this probably would take me so anxious, maybe so depressive too. So it's not good. Some adventure in vacation time, on the weekends, in controlled environment and conditions, it's okay for me. Daphne, can you read and answer the next question? Feel free to choose anyone that fits better for you.
Yes, number 5. Have you ever had a time in life that felt truly different from now? Yeah, in my case, I think all difficult situations where you feel pain or you lose someone in the death make you different. Uh, Change your perspective of life because you give more value in your life. You realize that you can lose your father or mother or your sister, and you give more value for your family, for love. And I think when I lose my grandmother, changed me a lot because I became more strong, more maturity. And you, Ricardo?
Well, uh, yeah, I believe that uh, one deal that's so weird situation because during the life you always search for time to fun or time to relax or this kind of thing, and suddenly you reach this thing, this situation, for example, retirement or vacations, for example. Uh, Sometimes you, for example, reach a holiday or even a vacation, and suddenly you have this time and don't do anything. But for me, I have a good quality of life. I work hard during a lot of time, and uh, my problem is sometimes it's hard to lead with this kind of thing, routines, né? On the jobs and your life or something. So in this case, for example, have time to do anything. For me, it's good. It's a wonderful situation. I don't have problems when, for example, oh, I became retired, I became sick because I became sick because I don't know, I can't do, I can't see, became stuck, it stopped and it do and don't to do anything. I don't have this kind of problem. I I'm a good, I'm a, I'm a talented person and do anything. So in this case, but what's mean do anything in this case? For example, I have time to go to the gym, drink you, and for example, come back to house, have a wonderful lunch, eat healthy food, do a kind of job. This for me, this kind of things are wonderful. In the For a lot of people, is mean what's mean this kind of thing that's mean do anything. So for me, it's a wonderful situation, and I don't consider boring or not so good situation. That's it.
Great. For me, in the past, I used maybe 20, 25 years ago, I used to prioritize my career much more than now. I had a different perspective about a balance and a balance between work and life, and I was much more focused on the work plate of the balance. So today I see that I can find my realization with a different balance, finding a well-balanced distribution of time between work and life, work and family, uh, work and my personal goals, my personal needs. So that is, and actually, I feel that I'm much more happy than in the past because probably I can find this happiness inside myself. And when I was looking for happiness uh, by achieving career goals, it was outside me. Once you can, once you are the most important person in your career, it don't necessarily means that once you put your efforts, you will get the result you are expecting. So there were much more frustrations, anxiety. So I think that actually I can be happier than before just because in this balance I can find what I'm looking for almost at the control of my hands. Ricardo, can you go with the next one?
Okay. Um, Let me see. Uh, Number 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah. Uh, well, the question is a little similar, né? I answer.
move on.
Uh, so number 7. What's something you use it to believe about life or passion that change? Wow, so deep question. Let me see. Uh, yeah. Well, when you are young, to believe the only way to love is, I don't know, hugs, kisses, and the other stuff. But it's a truly and real love. Is doesn't matter if you keep in touch or if you see every day or this kind of thing. I believe that you could keep away from this person and continue praying or something. I don't know. Y- You have you reach happiness when you feel or think that this person is gotten success or became happy too. So it's almost the same. When you have a good result or this kind of pleasure in your life and you became happy, it's the same feeling when another person have the same feeling. So you could become happy for you and for this person too. So essentially, I believe that the difference is not exactly regarding age, because different people, different profiles could reach the same uh, behavior, uh, or became wise or grow up in different ages. So, for example, women is common reach this kind of thing earlier than men. So, but particular nowadays is I don't know, it's different. The people became more grew up, one became more older. But I don't know. And when I uh, were a child, uh, when I was a child, is a different because sometimes when the people have 17 years old and they have a child uh, and they have a family, so certainly this person became more mature earlier. So that's it.
Great. Angel Daphne. Question number 7.
Yeah, before I try it to please everyone, even if it hurt me, and now I believe that I need to be me, to be who I am. Whatever doesn't like it doesn't matter more. And this belief made me feel more free, more happier, and I attract good people because I don't stay with who are interesting, just like me because it's honest. And you, Marcos?
For me, that probably that happiness is not about having or buying things, but living, feeling, having experiences. The happiness on buying a fancy car, an expensive car, relies with you so so little, but when you have a good time with your friends, with your family, you have a special dinner, make good laughs. This can be with you forever. Once you are alone and you remember on that moment, you can feel that happiness again. So that is what I think that most changed in my life about uh, what I think it's what I used to 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 think that was true, or what I used to value as the truth in the past, and what I feel actually. Daphne, can you choose our last one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, number 8. Do you live more for the moment or plan for the future? So it's interesting because when we live the past, we have depression. When we live in the future, we have anxiety.
Yeah.
And the healthily is living now, just
That's
in
it.
now. Try to be here and learn as much as you can. And don't worry tomorrow. Each day has your badness. How Jesus said, basta uma a cada dia. And you, Ricardo?
Yeah. That's the key of life, the secret, or not so sigilous, né? Is a so clear thing, but unfortunately, a lot of people, including me, né? Sometimes it's necessary to uh, believe that you do the right things. Oh, I, it's, oh, I believe that, for example, I just waste all of my money is not exactly balanced or wise. For the other hand, if you just save your money and you don't do anything, it's not balanced too. But even if you are a conscious person and have a balanced life, for example, I don't know, save a little portion of money and have a pleasure, sometimes is not a guarantee because it's not possible to control everything. So uh, the life is an adventure. It doesn't matter because you live right now, you are alive right now, but tomorrow, I don't know. So in this case, for example, uh, you have money, you have good quality of life, and you could become anxious or depression even if you have a good life. So, for example, I used just to give an example when you think regarding I forgot the name, Steve Jobs, né? He's a billionaire man, né? And he didn't have health because he became sick and died. So, uncertain time, the money is not so relevant, but it's important. So, but the difference is you have to give value for money, but just the right and correct portion. So, and yeah, money is good, is necessary. So if you have was well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the same as you, Ricardo. I agree with you. We need to live the moment with an eye for the future because the future comes and
Yeah.
you need to be prepared. I have a brother-in-law. He's the husband of my oldest sister, and he used to say that in certain moment of life we have more past than future. So we need
Yeah.
to prepare ourselves for this moment. But it don't means that you need to be there just with enough money or assets. You need to be there with healthy, with good memories, with a valued life, a valued lived life. So that is it. And in some moments, you will probably, if you do this well balanced, and we are again talking about balance, you will probably live your presence in true happiness. Guys, that is it. We need
Yeah.
to close the immersion. The next one will start in 2 minutes. Thank you so much for one more immersion. Hope you have enjoyed. And if you can take some time to give me a feedback, the link of the survey is in the chat.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.